Well, my last book was a book called The Number, and it was a book about why so many of us don't bother to save for retirement or the second half of life. And in some ways, this is pretty much the flip side, which is why do we spend? And I think what the two books have in common is that these are areas that we deal in virtually every day of our lives. We're saving, we're spending money, and we don't think about it. And just as The Number tried to get us to think harder about why we don't save, this is a book that I hope gets readers to think harder about why and how and where they spend and what they spend it on. When I sat down to write this book, I realized, or researched the book, I realized that obviously shopping and buying is this enormous topic, big universe, and I felt that I had to really do it in two parts. The first part is called Them versus You, which is about what I call the sell side, which is this enormous universe of retailers and market researchers and all kinds of people, an army who aligned against, poor little old you and me. The second half of the book is about poor little you and me. That's the buy side, if you will, and that part of the book is called You versus You, and tries to wrestle with this question of, what is it that goes on between our ears that motivates us to buy or not buy when we walk into a store. Well, this thing I call the sell side, the big, enormous marketing universe, has gone through a really dramatic transformation over the last 5 years, and particularly over the 3 years or so that I've been out there researching this. And that is basically we, the consumer, have become them, the marketer. I'm talking about social media. Once upon a time, there was an advertising agency and a client, and they trained their lights on you, and they tried to get at you however and whenever they could with their advertising. That old model just doesn't work anymore. What sells me, and what presumably sells most of you out there, are us, what we say about products online. So the whole balance of power, in effect, has shifted away from the retailer and empowered the consumer, or all of us collectively, to do our own research and begin to make our own decisions by communicating with one another.